Okay, guys, final run-through for the international presentation. Emily, you're up first.
Right. Let's make sure we nail this.
Easier said than done, Paul. I've got my part down perfectly in my head, but then it comes out like, so the core thing is...
The classic brain-to-mouth disconnect. Happens to the best of us.
I know the feeling. I spend hours expanding my vocabulary, reading complex articles, but then I try to explain a concept and it's like my brain is stuck in translation mode. The fundamental Koban principle is...
Exactly. It's so frustrating. I can understand almost everything I hear, but putting it into words myself feels like climbing a mountain.
You guys are talking about my life story. I can read a 50-page report in English, no problem. But then someone asks me a simple follow-up question like, so, what's the main takeaway? And I just freeze.
Really, Hasib? Even you? I always thought you were the most fluent among us.
Fluent in my head, maybe. Out loud? It's a different story. It's like we all have this amazing English library in our brains, but the librarian is on vacation.
That's it! It's like we understand the music, but we can't play the instrument. We get it, but we can't speak it.
It's a common struggle, actually. We absorb so much, but don't actively practice producing the language in real-time situations.
So, what's the game plan? We can't keep fumbling through important presentations.
We need more than just vocabulary or listening practice. We need to bridge that gap. We need to learn how to speak naturally.
I agree. We need to understand why this happens and find practical ways to overcome it.
What if we embark on a journey with Daily English Talk? They specialize in making English practical and relatable.
Daily English talk, huh? Could be exactly what we need. Maybe they have the secret recipe to get our librarians back to work.
It's worth a shot. We clearly all share this same frustration. Let's find out why we understand so well, but struggle to speak fluently.
For me, it's a paralyzing fear of making mistakes. My brain just freezes.
Ah, perfectionism paralysis, Emily. You know the grammar, but the hesitation takes over.
Exactly. My internal editor screams, is that the best word? Is it perfect?
And then you deliver perfect silence. Very effective.
It's paralyzing. I'd rather say nothing than risk sounding less than fluent.
That focus on absolute accuracy hinders actual fluency. Communication is the goal, not flawless grammar every time.
So it's a psychological block, not just a language barrier.
Precisely. Fear of judgment, wanting to be competent. This self-correction loop actively slows your speech.
You're running a constant grammar check instead of just flowing. Exhausting.
It really is. I know what to say, but speaking becomes a minefield.
And the less you speak spontaneously, the less practice you get. It reinforces the cycle.
So the secret is to speak imperfectly, revolutionary.
But how do we break that ingrained habit?
We shift our mindset. Mistakes are learning tools, Emily, not failures. Stepping stones.
Right now, those stepping stones feel like landmines.
Can Daily English Talk help disarm these mental landmines?
That's exactly their approach. They build confidence by creating safe practice spaces.
Our librarians definitely need a less judgmental boss. And therapy.
It's It's like when I try to explain a simple concept. My brain goes, okay, the main idea is, the core point is,
Oh, that's exactly what I do. I thought it was just me.
Nope, you've got company in the translation club.
But why do we do that, Paul? Why does our brain insist on that extra slow step?
it's a deeply ingrained habit, Emily. We've trained ourselves to translate word for word from our native language. This creates immense cognitive load. You're trying to process two languages simultaneously.
It's like trying to drive a car while looking at the map in your rearview mirror. You're moving, but everything's backwards and delayed.
That's such a perfect analogy, Asib. It really feels that way.
Exactly. That constant mental translation slows you down, makes your speech unnatural, and uses up valuable brain power.
So, we're not actually thinking in English at all?
Not directly. We're building a mental bridge for every single sentence instead of just walking across.
Which is why it feels like such a mental workout just to string a few sentences together.
It totally drains me sometimes. My brain feels fried.
It prevents us from forming those direct neural pathways for English.
And makes us sound like robots. No offense, robots.
So, the ultimate goal is to stop translating and start thinking in English?
Precisely. To bypass that internal translator entirely.
Get rid of the middleman, basically.
But how do you even begin to do that? It feels impossible to just flip a switch.
It starts with conscious effort and creating opportunities to use English without that safety net. Daily English Talk emphasizes practicing direct thought.
Like jumping in the deep end, but hopefully with some good instructors and floaties. Like jumping in the deep end, but hopefully with some good instructors and floaties.
But Hasib, you devour English texts. You understand everything. Why does it feel like a different language when you have to speak?
That's the million-dollar question, Emily. I can process information, sure, but actually producing it? That's where the wheels come off.
It's the fundamental difference between input and output, really. Reading and listening are passive consumption.
So, like, I can recognize a recipe, but I can't cook the meal?
Exactly. You know of the language, but you don't do the language. We lack the practical application.
You're absorbing, but not actively creating. Speaking requires active recall, construction, and real-time execution.
And that's where the gap is for us, isn't it? We have all this stored knowledge, but no practical outlet.
Absolutely. I can read about how to swim all day, but I'll still flail if I don't actually get in the pool.
It's a common misconception that extensive reading and listening alone will lead to speaking fluency. They're crucial inputs, but insufficient without output practice.
So we've been filling our brains, but not training our tongues and mouths?
Pretty much. Our English library is full, but the public speaking section is always empty. No one's checking out the books to actually use them.
And speaking is a motor skill that needs direct, consistent practice, just like any other skill.
So we need to bridge that gap from passive understanding to active production. We need to actually do it.
We need to actually talk to people in English regularly without the pressure of a presentation.
Precisely. Regular, low-stakes opportunities to produce the language.
Not just for formal situations, but for everyday conversations too.
Yeah, like ordering coffee without accidentally asking for a hot dog instead of a hot chocolate. True story. Don't ask.
That's where daily English talks focus on role-playing real-life scenarios becomes invaluable.
So we can practice doing the language in safe environments.
Get those mental and verbal muscles working before the big game.
Okay, so what's really going on in our brains, Paul? Why is speaking so difficult?
It boils down to three main points, Emily. First, the input-output imbalance.
The fancy term for we read but don't talk?
Precisely. Reading and listening are input. Speaking is output. We have plenty of input, but lack practice producing.
So we've got all the ingredients, but we never actually cook the meal.
Exactly. Then, there's the critical filter.
Our fear of mistakes, right?
That internal editor. It makes us hyper-aware of errors, blocking spontaneous speech.
It's like my brain screams, "Is that perfect?" And then silence.
And this filter forces internal translation, preventing automaticity.
Automaticity meaning speaking without thinking about every single word.
Yes, like driving a car after years. It becomes second nature. Direct.
But our brains are taking the long, slow, translated route.
Exactly. That constant mental bridge building is exhausting and inefficient.
So, in a nutshell, fluent in understanding, but completely rusty in expressing.
We know the music, but we can't play the instrument.
That's it. Understanding these blocks is the first step to rewiring our brains for fluency. So, the first strategy. Embrace your mistakes.
Embrace them? Just make them?
My brain's already an expert.
Exactly. Emily, let's role play. Describe your day, no perfection needed. Just keep talking.
Okay. What if I mess up?
That's the point. Focus on the message, not flawless grammar. Small errors are fine.
Think of it as brain exercise.
All right. This morning, I wake up at 7. Then I eat a quick breakfast.
Good. Continue.
Okay. After that, I go to the office. I have a meeting with Paul and Hasib.
Best meeting ever. Very productive.
Yeah, productive. We talk about our speaking problem.
Perfect, Emily. You kept the flow even with minor slips.
I did? It felt clunky, but I didn't freeze.
You didn't stop. You kept communication open.
Your brain didn't get stuck in that critical filter. You prioritized the message.
It's hard. My brain still wanted to correct a quickly breakfast.
Natural, but override that impulse.
Each time you push through, you build a new neural pathway.
Think of mistakes as stepping stones, not roadblocks. Each one moves you forward.
Stepping stones. I like that. Progress, not perfection.
Exactly. Be a brave communicator, not just an accurate grammarian.
Brave communicators get their message across, even with a quickly breakfast.
I'll try to remember that. Less intimidating.
Practice speaking imperfectly, and fear loses its power.
All right, strategy number 2 for getting those librarians back on duty. We need to stop translating and start thinking in English.
Stop translating? But how do you even begin to do that? My brain just automatically goes to Vietnamese first.
It's a deeply ingrained habit, Emily, but it can be rewired.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your brain is a GPS. Right now, it's always calculating the route through your native language. We need to set English as the direct destination.
A direct destination. I like that. But what does that look like in practice?
Start small. Narrate your actions internally. I am walking to the kitchen. I am pouring water. No need to say it out loud at first.
This internal monologue helps build those direct neural pathways. You're consciously bypassing the translation step.
So, just talk to myself in English in my head.
Precisely. Or describe objects around you. Look at your coffee mug right now.
Without translating. Just observe and label in English.
Okay, that feels weirdly challenging.
It's like a mental workout. The more you do it, the stronger those direct connections become.
It's about making English your primary processing language, even for simple, everyday thoughts.
Okay, I'll try. My coffee mug, this is a white ceramic mug. It has a handle. The coffee inside is dark brown and steaming.
Good, Emily. Did you feel yourself translating?
Not really. My brain wanted to say nong for steaming, but I actually just thought steaming.
That's it. You formed a direct connection between the visual and the English word.
No middleman. No Vietnamese detour. Just direct thought.
Wow. It felt a little slow, but liberating. Like I wasn't running a grammar check.
That's the cognitive shift we're aiming for. It's challenging because you're breaking an old habit, but it's crucial for fluency.
Exactly. Imagine doing that all day. Your brain would be fluent in no time.
So, narrate my actions, describe things, just constantly think in English?
Consciously, yes. Gradually, it becomes more automatic.
It's like learning to ride a bike. Awkward at first, but then suddenly you're just doing it.
So, Les, what's the Vietnamese word for this? And more, what's the English word for this thing?
Exactly. You're building a direct association, bypassing the translation entirely.
Get rid of the middleman, get rid of the headache.
This is going to take some serious practice.
It will. But each time you push through, you strengthen those direct pathways.
It's not just about knowing the words, it's about making them instantly accessible without the mental detour.
My brain librarian needs to start organizing the English section for direct checkout.
Precisely. Direct access. All right, strategy number 2 for getting those librarians back on duty. We need to stop translating and start thinking in English.
Stop translating? But how do you even begin to do that? My brain just automatically goes to Vietnamese first.
It's a deeply ingrained habit, Emily, but it can be rewired.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Your brain is a GPS. Right now, it's always calculating the route through your native language. We need to set English as the direct destination.
A direct destination. I like that. But what does that look like in practice?
Start small. Narrate your actions internally. I am walking to the kitchen. I am pouring water. No need to say it out loud at first.
This internal monologue helps build those direct neural pathways. You're consciously bypassing the translation step.
So, just talk to myself in English in my head?
Precisely. Or describe objects around you. Look at your coffee mug right now.
Without translating, just observe and label in English.
Okay, that feels weirdly challenging.
It's like a mental workout. The more you do it, the stronger those direct connections become.
It's about making English your primary processing language, even for simple, everyday thoughts.
Okay, I'll try. My coffee mug. This is a white ceramic mug. It has a handle. The coffee inside is dark brown and steaming.
Good, Emily. Did you feel yourself translating?
Not really. My brain wanted to say known for steaming, but I actually just thought steaming.
That's it. You formed a direct connection between the visual and the English word.
No middleman. No Vietnamese detour. Just direct thought.
Wow. It felt a little slow, but liberating. Like I wasn't running a grammar check.
That's the cognitive shift we're aiming for. It's challenging because you're breaking an old habit, but it's crucial for fluency.
Exactly. Imagine doing that all day. Your brain would be fluent in no time.
So, narrate my actions, describe things, just constantly think in English.
Consciously, yes. Gradually, it becomes more automatic.
It's like learning to ride a bike. Awkward at first, but then suddenly you're just doing it.
So, less, what's the Vietnamese word for this? And more, what's the English word for this thing?
Exactly. You're building a direct association, bypassing the translation entirely.
Get rid of the middleman, get rid of the headache.
This is going to take some serious practice.
It will. But each time you push through, you strengthen those direct pathways.
It's not just about knowing the words, it's about making them instantly accessible without the mental detour.
My brain librarian needs to start organizing the English section for direct checkout.
Precisely. Direct access.
Okay, so we're embracing the stakes and thinking directly. But how to practice more without native speakers?
That's where you build your own English zone, Emily. Create opportunities.
Exactly. You don't always need a live conversation partner.
Talk to yourself. Narrate your day. Join online communities or language exchange apps.
Online communities for speaking?
Yes. Low-pressure environments for real-time interaction.
Or just practice simple scenarios, like ordering food.
Oh, like at a coffee shop? Can we try that?
All right, I'm the barista. What can I get for you today?
A medium iced coffee, please, with oat milk.
Medium iced coffee, oat milk. Anything else?
No, thank you. That's all.
See? Smooth. No hesitation.
Direct communication for a practical task. No internal translation.
It felt natural. I didn't even think about Vietnamese.
That's the power of focused, contextual practice.
You can do that with anything. Ordering groceries, asking directions.
So actively look for chances to speak, even if it's just in my head.
Precisely. Every small interaction strengthens those pathways.
Keep those speaking muscles working, even with your pet.
So no more talking to my cat about my day, right? We're ready for the big leagues.
Maybe not the big leagues yet, but definitely off the bench. Let's try something more involved.
I agree. Let's put these strategies into action with a more complex scenario.
Like what? A job interview? That sounds terrifying.
How about something fun? We've been talking about that international trip for ages. Let's plan it.
Excellent idea, Hasib. It's practical, involves multiple topics, and requires spontaneous thought.
Yes! Okay, where should we go first? I'm thinking Paris. I always wanted to see the Eiffel Tower.
Paris is a great choice. My brain immediately goes, what are the must-see places? No translation needed there.
Good, Paul. And Emily, what's our budget like for this European adventure?
For the flights, I think we should search for cheap flights. Early booking is key.
See, Emily, you corrected yourself naturally. No stop, no freeze.
Exactly. The message came across clearly. That's progress.
I'm thinking about accommodation. Maybe an Airbnb near the city center. It gives us more flexibility.
And what about food? I hear French pastries are amazing. We must to try them. No, we have to try them.
You're practically fluent now, Emily. And yes, pastries are non-negotiable.
I want to visit the Louvre. We could buy tickets online ahead of time to avoid long queues.
Good point. What's the best way to get around the city? Metro pass or mostly walk?
I think the metro is fast, but walking lets us see more. Maybe a mix of both?
That's a sensible plan. We could walk to nearby attractions and take the metro for longer distances.
So we're covering transport, food, accommodation, and activities. This is flowing really well.
It actually feels easier. I'm not stopping to translate everything.
That's the direct thinking at work. Your brain is bypassing the middleman.
And no crippling fear of mistakes. You're just communicating.
It's like my internal librarian finally knows where the English books are directly.
Precisely. Direct access. Direct thought.
So who's booking the flights? I need those pastries.
I'm on it. This trip planning is suddenly much more fun.
See? That's the difference. Just a few sessions and you're already feeling more confident.
And no accidental hot dog orders this time. Major win.
Seriously, I can't believe how much easier that felt. It's still a process, but I don't feel paralyzed anymore.
Exactly. Fluency isn't an overnight switch. It's about consistent practice and building new habits.
We've definitely got the tools now. Our brain librarians are finally getting organized.
It's like we've gone from just passively reading books to actually writing our own stories.
That's a perfect way to put it, Emily. From understanding to active creation.
So, to recap our secret recipe for speaking success, it comes down to 3 things.
The magic trio?
First, embrace your mistakes. They're stepping stones, not roadblocks.
That's crucial for breaking the critical filter.
Second, stop translating. Start thinking in English. Direct access, no middleman.
That's the one that felt most liberating.
It rewires your brain for automaticity.
And third, create your own English zone. Practice speaking in safe, low-pressure environments.
Even talking to your cat.
Or role-playing everyday scenarios.
So if you're out there struggling, like we were, don't give up.
Don't let your librarian go on permanent vacation.
Start small. Embrace those imperfections. Focus on getting your message across.
Progress, not perfection, is truly the goal. Every spoken word is a step forward.
Just start talking, even if it feels clunky at first.
And for more practical tips and support on your journey to speaking fluency, make sure to subscribe to Daily English Talk.
We've seen firsthand how effective their approach is.
They really helped us disarm those mental landmines.
Let us help you break through your own speaking barriers. Join our community.
So you can finally play the instrument, not just understand the music.
Go on, give it a shot. Your future fluent self will thank you.